So the East All-Stars will get the first possession. A look at the starting group for the East All-Stars. They've got Jason Tatum. Morant is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now here's Tatum. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style, showing off his dunking ability right there.
The drive by LeBron. Trae Young grabs the miss.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now, here is Young. Clock at 6. Embiid with a screen on DeRozan. Here's Young on the money from 12 feet away.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Over to the left wing. Shoots from the baseline. Jokic, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Embiid against DeRozan. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Good on the three-point shot. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
When Tatum is set up now, he's automatic. He wastes no time pulling the trigger.
Jokic against Embiid. And it's Jokic missing.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
The kick out to Tatum. Uncovered. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. 7 points in the game.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Finally, after all those flanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Here's Tatum. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. That one, no good. Good defense by Jokic. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. Now he understands the entertainment aspect of this game. He knows the fans want a show. But you can still detect some seriousness in this voice. He wants to win this game. Probably a little bit more than he's willing to let on. Guys?
Thank you, David. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam King.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Again, the West All-Stars.
You know, this is what happens when you combine center size with developing point guard skills. Giannis running the offense to perfection right there.
Now here's Morant. Embiid sets the pick for Morant. Kicks it to Embiid. Hits the three-point bomb.
Embiid's consistency from deep is really quite remarkable, and I just see him continuing to take his game to new heights.
Here's Jokic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Embiid with the block. Wiggins outside. Pass to Young. Morant with it. Over Curry. They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. The pass to DeRozan. And here is Antetokounmpo, guarded by Morant, outside for Curry. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Curry's got 5 now.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
The kick out to Tatum. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
The West making some changes. Butler, he's checked in for Jokic. James Harden comes in for James. And it's Paul in for Stephen Curry. Butler against Towns. 5 on the clock. For 3, Middleton sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Middleton has in the gym range, and he can make a challenging shot look really easy.
Out left to the wing. Here's Paul. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Levine against Paul. Latrey. And Zach Levine gets the 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Paul. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Paul, so good with the ball. Carves his way inside with such ease and precision. That's what's so marvelous about it.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Gobert. Middleton outside. Passes it to Ball. Towns for 3. The shot comes out. Now the West All-Stars the other way. To the inside. And out of the Kumbo with the jam.
Man, it would be kind of cool to be honest for just one game. It makes dunking and getting to the rim look so easy.
Ball, the pass to Levine. 1:51 left to play in the first quarter. No good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
That is punched with conviction. DeRozan, after being in the league for 10 years, still big-time bounce.
Now here's Middleton. Back to Ball. Levine against Harden. Pass to Towns. Poke loose. Butler with the steal. Gobert against Harden. Paul kicks to Butler. Here's Antetokounmpo. No good off the back of the rim.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Mitchell comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Garland in for Paul. And then for the East, Devin Booker, he's checked in for Gobert. And Murray subbed in for Ball. And Giannis gets it to go. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Levine against Mitchell. They need this one. And Levine, here we go. For 3, Murray. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. And it's Harden with the ball for the West All-Stars. Mitchell with it. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Booker. And here's Mitchell from the arc. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. East All-Stars ahead. They lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the East All-Stars?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for the West All-Stars, Donovan Mitchell is out there with Garland. And it's Nikola Jokic. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's James in at the 3 slot.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
And Mitchell drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Murray against Garland. Here's Wiggins. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Mitchell and Embiid with the block.
A fantastic defender. Embiid is consistent, not only blocking shots, but going after them as well, especially when he's in the area.
Now here's Murray. Bucket is good. And now a 5-point East All-Star lead.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
James dishes to Garland. The pass to Jokic. Now Butler. Guarded by Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Butler's leadership the last few years has really been admirable. I mean, the guy simply wants to win, and he's willing to pay the price to do so.
The West All-Stars have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the West. Fred VanVleet comes in for Garland. Trae Young, he's checked in for the East. Morant comes in for Murray. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. Arguably, because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about, and their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening. And David, thank you very much.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Fred VanVleet. Here's Embiid, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, it's the muscle and size of Embiid that allowed him to score through contact.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
And the rejection by Embiid. Morant passes to Tatum. Young with no one around. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Young's got 9 points.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. He's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
Gobert's checked in for Joel Embiid. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Doncic feeling it out. Jokic sets the screen for Doncic. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that.
Look at Tatum, get up. I love whenever he goes up with that kind of aggression and force. He's not messing around at all, taking names and making statements.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Inside. And the rejection by James.
Phenomenal work on defense. James using his athleticism to make a statement with that block.
6 to shoot. Goes back up. And it's Durant missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the West All-Stars. They trail by 9 points. And DeRozan kicks to Doncic. Van Vliet outside. Doncic with a screen on Morant. Back to Doncic. Takes it inside, and Jokic wide open. He shoots with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
A lot of times, Jokic is creating a jump shot for somebody else, but he's just as good a receiver as he is a distributor. And that's pretty impressive for a 7-footer.
Now, here is Young. He's got 9. Gobert with a screen on Doncic. Here's Young. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here's Jokic. It doesn't go for him. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jokic has gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. Morant dishes to Young. Pass to Gobert. Back to Young. Gobert with a screen for Young. The East All-Stars need to get another shot. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Morant against Van Vliet. Here's Jokic. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Timeout called. East All-Stars. So for the West, Antetokounmpo's checked in for Jokic. James Harden comes in for Luka Doncic. And Chris Paul subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. A big group substitution here for the East. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jason Tatum. Chris Middleton comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Levine's checked in for Young. And it's Ball in for John Morant. Now here's Levine. Middleton, a screen on Harden. Levine passes to Gobert. His shot is good, making a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Here's LeBron.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Harden sets the pick for James. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Middleton, a screen on Harden. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's LeBron. And the rejection by Towns.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns on the defensive end is block shots. He does not like to give up a clean look.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the East. .129 left to play here in the half. Levine finds Towns. Middleton with it. Right side Towns. Stolen by Mitchell. Towns with the steal. And he makes that one. Middleton's got the lead up to 11 now for the East All-Stars.
Middleton is simply a very versatile and dangerous offensive player. He's clever at using the pull-up jumper in the right spots to balance out his shot-making repertoire.
Count that one.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Ball against Paul. Now here's Ball. Guarded closer. Towns sets the pick for Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint. Just working hard to get to his shot.
Harden kicks to DeRozan. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And this is how you protect and grow by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the West. And a switch here also for the East. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Towns. Ball against Mitchell. Here's the lob at Kumbo. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Ball against Mitchell. To the paint. 4 seconds left. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Ball. Embiid's got 8 points.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And we finished one half of basketball. East All-Stars lead by 13. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the court right now for the East All-Stars, they've got John Morant. Tatum out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Young, and it's Embiid, and it's LeBron James on the wing. 6 on the shot clock, and they double up James. The shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. He's got 9.
And Giannis understands this is part of the game he's got to work on. The key for him is shooting threes with confidence and selectively.
Now here's Wiggins. Young outside. Embiid inside. He's against Jokic. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And so Curry will bring it up for the West All-Stars. It's a 10-point game. Rosen dishes to Curry. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Giannis has got 12 in the game.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Up top, Tatum. Antetokounmpo defending. Puts it up from 12. And no good.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And they double up James. Curry outside. Sinks the triple.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They made a nice push to keep it close.
Now here's Durant. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Hey, when Giannis is lurking nearby, you got to be careful because his wingspan can erase a lot of shots.
And they recover it. Back to LeBron. Down low. Clock at 4. From outside the arc. Hands it from downtown. He's got 9.
Yeah, great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
Timeout call. Stall strikes.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Tatum down low. Covered by Giannis. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Curry on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Curry's got the lead up to 2 now for the West All-Stars. Curry's gotten everything to drop so far. Shooting 4 of 4. Passes to Wiggins. He kicks it to Tatum. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Young against Curry. Deflects the pass. Young outside. Can they get it? Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside DeRozan. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Giannis' screen on Young. Just 5 on the clock. DeRozan's shot is good.
I look at DeRozan. One of the things I like most about his game is that he really employs the mid-range shot. And it's a lost art for most other players.
The West making some changes. Fred VanVleet is checked in for LeBron. And it's Garland in for Stephen Curry. The East also changing it up. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Joel Embiid. Towns comes in for Jason Tatum. And Murray's subbed in for John Morant. Now, here is Young. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Young's got 13 points.
And finally, with some offense, he stops a 17-0 run by the West All-Stars.
From deep, Giannis. And they'll get another chance. Second shot opportunity. Jokic, no good.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Murray, the pass to Young. Gobert with a screen for Young. Going inside. Back to Murray. Wiggins outside. Towns a screen on DeRozan. Wiggins. The West All-Stars pull it in. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. A drive by Garland. Basket counts.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Murray against Garland. Murray outside. The West All-Stars pull it in. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. DeRozan finds Garland. Back to DeRozan. Giannis outside. And they double up Giannis. Kicks it out to VanVleet. Drains the 3-pointer. And it's a 7-point West All-Star lead.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Now here's Wiggins. Shoots over DeRozan. Garland with the rebound.
and he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
For Murray, again, the West All-Stars.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important junction in the ball game right now.
Here's Young. Darius Garland picking up that last basket.
2 minutes.
Here's DeRozan. Second chance shot, and the rejection by Towns. Yep, it counts. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. They trail by 11. Towns sets the pick for Young. Outside, Towns. Pass to Wiggins. Looking to end the run. Karl-Anthony Towns, and that's good.
Boy, Andrew Wiggins, the former first overall pick, showing off his passing skills there.
Garland finds DeRozan. Garland with a screen on Wiggins. It's DeRozan with the drive. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Murray outside. The pass to Young. Here's Towns, and it's sent back by Jokic.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game. No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 12 points for him. Now, Wiggins. Plays it up and banks it in. And now just a 4-point West All-Star lead.
Able to finish through contact there. Wiggins with the broad shoulders and excellent body control. Nicely done.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock to the left wing. And here's Jokic outside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Wiggins drives in. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Making the impossible look easy. Wiggins with the great creativity in the air. He typically hangs in the air a little longer than the average bird.
It's good from long range.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Now there's Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the West All-Stars. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now up. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Jimmy Butler is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's LeBron James. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Harden in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the West All-Stars. Outside Tatum. And a miss there on the triple.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Wasted no time on that one. LeBron's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the West All-Stars. Booker outside. Embiid sets the pick for Booker. Over Giannis. The 3 from Tatum. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Here's Harden driving the lane. Curry against Tatum. Now here's Ball. Defense right on him. What's the screen? Middleton on the wing. And the rejection by Giannis. To the middle. Here's Butler. And it's the East with the rebound. Outside, Ball. Step back shot. And he nails the jumper.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5
drive have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Harden outside. Here's Curry. Excellent D there from Ball. And here are the East All-Stars. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Embiid finds Middleton. Back to Embiid. No good on that one. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. In the corner, Harden loads it up for Giannis. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Middleton the pass to Ball. Back to Middleton. Up top, Tatum. Antetokounmpo defending. And the rejection by Giannis. There's the dish to Curry. Here's James. He takes it in. And LeBron throws it down hard.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Back to Ball. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Giannis. Harden kicks to Curry. Lets a floater go. James wide open. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ball, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the West All-Stars. They're leading by 8. Back to Harden. He dishes it to Curry. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Curry. Harden the pass to Giannis. Shot clock at 5. From deep, James. And Tatum pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Booker looking around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on James Harden.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the West All-Stars.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
The East making a switch. Morant's checked in.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by Booker. Harden the pass to Giannis. Back to Harden. Outside Butler. That's the 3 fly. And it's the East with the rebound. Middleton dishes to Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Second team foul. At the line for the East All-Stars.
Free throw good, Booker. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Jokic comes in for Jimmy Butler. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for James Harden. And a switch here also for the East. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Chris Middleton. Both free throws good from Booker. Here's DeRozan. Kicks to Giannis. Giannis is double. Here's Jokic. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
You know, when Jokic gets his hands on an offensive rebound, it's too late to try to stop him. He doesn't waste too many second chance opportunities.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thank you, David. Back to Tatum. Driving inside. And the rejection by Giannis. In the corner, it's James. Now, here's DeRozan to the right side. Inside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And now an 8-point West All-Star lead.
The determination that DeRozan brings to scoring in the painted area, really unmatched. He's not going to mess up too many of those chances.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Pass to Embiid. He gets it in there.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
DeRozan on the wing. Back to Curry. It's over Morant. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from DeRozan.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Morant passes to Embiid. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Curry. There's the drive. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Wiggins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Tatum dishes to Wiggins. Booker is screen on James. Pulls up. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Joel Embiid. Curry against Durant. Curry kicks to James. Back to Curry. There's a minute left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Jokic. It's up a 3, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Wiggins, the East All-Stars check on 2 more.
You know, a guy who gets his points without dominating the basketball, that makes Wiggins even more valuable as a player.
Morant with the steal. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack.
First team foul.
35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Morant against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Unloads from 13. East grabs the miss. And the East All-Stars call time here. They're behind by 5. 11 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
11 seconds left in the game. Nails the tray.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every 3 he takes.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
In draft night 2009, Stephen Curry falls to Golden State at the 7th spot. Since that moment, the Warriors franchise and the league have never been the same.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
So a close game sees the West All-Stars taking this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.